This is The Download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news of the business of podcasting. Brought to you by Spreaker from iHeart. I'm Tom Webster. Here's what you need to know for today, Monday, January 8th. Happy New Year. That's a thing you need to know. In Rain news, streaming audio is twice as, quote, authentic than TV for advertisers. Podcasts, 9 times. At the end of December, SXM Media released Digital Audio Versus, an aggregation of data on the efficacy of digital audio as a marketing channel in comparison to other media. Highlights include the finding that digital audio listeners use it to tune out from CTV or connected TV, with a majority of survey respondents saying they turn to audio to escape too much visual stimulation. On social media, podcast listeners say they find podcast hosts to be more authentic than other media figures online. According to data from Pandora's 2023 Soundboard report, podcast audiences 18 and over find podcasts 9 times more authentic and trustworthy than traditional television. Podscribe has a write-up on iOS 17. This is from Pete Bersinger. As we enter into the new year, it's important to stay abreast of the mechanics of podcasting. And to that point, Pete has posted a concise explanation of how iOS 17 has changed Apple Podcast performance in the Podscribe Help Center. In addition to detailing what the behavior changes, Bersinger gives examples of campaign performance both before iOS 17 and after from Podscribe's perspective. For more on the topic, a great companion piece is Livewire Labs' post tracking the impact of auto-downloading in Apple Podcasts, which is periodically updated with new data, and that, of course, will be linked in the show notes. Fast Company reports why Gen Z's biggest podcasters are working from bed. Well, I'm not working from bed, but I guess I'm not Gen Z either. With the rise of video podcasting, a new subgenre has quietly formed, podcasting from bed. While audio-only podcasters are famous for recording anywhere and anywhere, several big names in relationship and personal advice podcasting are leaning into performatively casual podcasting. For instance, Hot Mess on Alex Cooper's Unwell Network has its co-hosts all sitting on a bed holding microphones. Caller Daddy films in hotel beds while on tour. And by filming in bed or lounging on a couch in pajamas, video podcasting's newest generation of creators simulates the aesthetics of a casual conversation with friends. Tactics like this are video podcasting's answer to further embracing the parasocial intimacy that audio podcasts have mastered years ago. Marketing Brew gives us the 5 trends that will shape sports marketing in 2024. With the 2024 Olympics shaping up to be a big year for sports advertising, with pre-game campaigns likely focusing on hype generation and spotlighting lesser-known athletes. Outside of the global games, sports media executives tell Marketing Brew they anticipate more spending on individual athletes over the traditional method of sponsoring a specific team or overall league. This pivot comes in large part due to social media and content creation allowing individual athletes to establish strong personal brand identities. A crucial tool in that evolution, of course, is podcasting. Sports content is growing fast within the podcast industry, and keeping track of the big trends in sports advertising can only foster that growth. And in Sky News, music streaming service SoundCloud tunes up for a sale. Audio streaming platform SoundCloud, founded in 2007, is being prepped for sale by owners Rain Group and Temasek Holdings for a potential auction. The possible sale potentially could come with a price tag of $1 billion. SoundCloud received an investment of $75 million from SiriusXM back in 2020. While the platform didn't begin life supporting podcast feeds, SoundCloud RSS feeds became an early affordable option for podcast hosts, and as such, SoundCloud contains a wide collection of artifacts from throughout podcasting's history. And as for the rest of the news, Signal Hill Insights shares 3 potential game-changing pieces of research from their 2023 efforts. Cumulus Media signs a deal with BiggerPockets, and iHeartMedia is launching a politically focused podcast network just in time for this year's election. Be sure to check out the links to every article mentioned right in your podcast listening app or at soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to the newsletter version. The Download is written and produced by Brian Barletta, Gavin Gaddis, and me. This episode is hosted on Art19. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Tom Webster. Download us again tomorrow.